Friends, I'm live Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here, and we're in the fairly quiet weather patch of the country for once. Remember, we had that big windstorm just before Christmas and into Christmas. Well, we were in a spot in the upper level flow where storms were deepening and becoming their strongest in that spot. So that's why we had the significant storms. Now you might be watching. California has an incredibly powerful storm system hitting it, and the atmosphere is configured so the storms will be strong there, weaken in the middle part of the country, and then strengthen as they go out into the Atlantic. In fact, this morning I'm looking at the National Weather Service information coming out of San Francisco. A redwood tree fell on a house, and the Weather Service was reporting it killed an infant overnight. So it is a powerful storm, and we'll start just with ours. We have still some snow in the forecast today. Not really anything big, 1 or 2 inches in places. I will show that to you. But first, good morning to some friends. William Milam, Chelsea, good morning. Rachel Bancroft from Fenton, good morning to you. And Kimberly Gould from Ypsilanti, good morning. So you see the scattered light snow over in Illinois and Wisconsin. That will be heading this way for today. Now, then we jump back to the big picture and show you what you're seeing there is the Pacific Ocean. California is Michael Predmore golfed yesterday morning, and thank you. Yes, I know. What you're seeing on this screen is California, and the West Coast is on the far right. The powerful storm hitting it now, and then 1, 2, 3 storms at least lined up across the Pacific. But remember, as I show those to you in the next 10 to 15 days of modeling, we're not in the position in the atmosphere where those storms will retain strength. We're in what's called the long wave ridge, which is kind of overall spinning the opposite direction of storm systems do. So storm systems strengthen in the bottom of a long wave trough. That's out off the coast of California now. And then the other long wave trough is in the western Atlantic off the East Coast. And then we're kind of in a ridge. So storms deepen to the West Coast, weaken across the country right now, and then strengthen out over the Atlantic. All right, so here is, again, I guess I'm going to show you the big picture first. This would be the model that we like to show you the big picture with, the European. So here we go. Through the day today, we get into snow showers. They pick up in coverage and somewhat in intensity in the afternoon and evening in the eastern part of the state. Detroit, Ann Arbor, the Thumb, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland. That's where the 1 or 2 inches is possible, but temperatures will be even marginal there for it to stick on the roads because temperatures will be 34, 35, 36-ish. Hey, good morning, Saginaw Township. Susan Pretzer, my old stomping grounds from my days at TV5. So Friday should be a dry day, good travel day. Then we talked about a snow either Saturday or Sunday. Because of the suppression of this jet stream to the south, this is Saturday. That storm system that you see down in Mississippi and Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, that's actually a piece of the strong storm hitting California now. So it's just kind of withered away. And then as it moves toward the East Coast, Sunday and into Monday, you see it strengthens again out over the ocean in that long wave trough. And for us, we try to get cold air to ooze in early next week, as in high temperatures in the 20s, nothing real Arctic. But there is a big high pressure system up there. So it might end up being next week a little cooler than what we've talked about. And then as the next storm cranks up out to the west, it starts to send another big warm bubble our way. Something that I'm starting to watch, although, we can't really forecast way out in the future, but we can see if a trend looks very likely. And if a couple of models show something 2 and 3 weeks out and it fits the picture of the overall weather scenario of what's going on, you start to buy it a little bit. And especially since these warm ups have happened already this winter, it looks like mid January we might be into our next significant warm up. And bear in mind, that is the time of the year when we would be coldest. The sun has the lowest power. We got snow cover on the ground in places. So I'm not talking warm, I'm talking warmer than normal. But in general, what you got out of this over the next 10 days, pretty quiet. I want to show that to you actually. This is that same model going out 15 days with the surface temperature anomaly. So we're warmer than normal, and at times we dip to a couple of degrees colder than normal. That's highs in the upper 20s. Now we're into next Tuesday and Wednesday, and it's pretty mild. Now we're into next Friday, and you see the storm developing in the southeast, turning them colder. But notice the large area of warmer than normal temperatures developing in Canada as we get out to about January 15th. That's 15 to 20 degrees warmer than normal, and it's oozing toward us. And as we get to the 19th, and we end it on the 19th there. So again, for the first 20 days of January, no super cold air anywhere in sight. Here's another little look. There's the snowfall coming across the area today, then dry into the weekend. And then our next weather maker, this is Thursday or Friday of next week. So we're going into a fairly quiet weather pattern. How much? We got our new models coming in. So let me hit refresh here and see what we get. This is the one that I like, the North American model. And let me get it a little bit closer for you here because it's early and our eyes don't always work the way they should, right? Rob Guizdala, no, the Great Lakes will never freeze with this kind of weather because it takes a lot of cold weather for the Great Lakes to freeze. So this is the snowfall through tonight into tomorrow morning. Streaks of 1 to 2 inches across Genesee County, Saginaw County, Tuscola County, the Thumb, Huron, Sanilac County, maybe northern Oakland County. Otherwise, you're looking at less than an inch of accumulation for most everyone else. Temperatures today for highs, looking at 38-ish, very common from Saginaw to the Thumb to Flint southward. 35 Grand Rapids, so that's still, fairly mild. It's not warm, but it's mild. Hey, good morning, Cynthia Doucette. Sandy Lambert, who stole the sun? No kidding. That's the downside of our winters here. Gloom, gloom, gloom. We used to read to our grandkids. Well, we still do because the grandkids keep coming. Thank you, kids. Fifth one on the way. Fifth grandkid. We used to read to them the pout fish. Yeah, I'm a pout fish with a pout face, and I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. And I changed it with them when we get no sun to gloom, gloom, gloom for Michigan weather. All right, so tomorrow, still mid to upper 30s, 20s in the north. Saturday, 34, 35. Sunday, 38 to maybe 40. Monday in the low 40s. Tuesday in the 30s to low 40s. Wednesday and Thursday showing a little bit cooler with highs in the 20s. Not sure about that just yet, but it seems plausible. And then 10 days out, you just start to see what could be a developing warming trend. So we are basically, I guess what I'm trying to say, folks, is we are skating by right now. If you are not a winter fan, you check another day off of winter over without harsh winter. We will get into harsh winter. The weather pattern will shift, and if the storms keep spewing in from the Pacific, at some point we'll be in the center of the long wave trough, and we'll get slammed again with another wind, snow, big type system. It's probably going to be February before that happens. So winter haters, you're okay for January. Winter lovers, you're not. And February could be just a total flip-flop. There's your weather update. I'm going to talk about the California storm, and I'm going to write more about why that California storm is doing nothing here. You kind of got the insight because it's in the wrong spot in the overall kinks and bends in the jet stream. And then, of course, I look at the weekend. You got that already, too, because you're here with me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Thank you. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great, safe day.